Dallas Cowboys Jerry Jones trades Micah Parsons. If it's your first time on my channel, my name is AD. Also, make sure to check out my Linktree link down below in the description section as well. So I feel like Jerry Jones has been getting a lot of bad slack lately, and unfair at that, in some of his decisions that he has made. So I'm gonna kind of break it down why I feel that is unfair in this here podcast while recording. Let me first say this. So Jerry Jones initially, in before the trade took place, he was having contract negotiations with Micah Parsons. And I know I seen some people like, oh, Jerry, he should just go ahead and give the Mika the max amount of money he wants. And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I'm like, do these people know how business works? In business, you don't just give somebody the max amount of money they want. What you want to do, you want to end up give somebody a fair amount of money for their service, but at the same time, you're trying to make sure that you get it at a good price as well, that you feel like it's going to be a win-win. Because that's ultimately a good business model. It should be a win-win on both sides, but it shouldn't be where your goal is to give the person as much money as they're asking for. That's not the real world. That's play land. We live in the real world over here. Also, let me say this: there's a salary cap in the NFL, so the max amount of money that he would have given, I should say, to Mika Parsons if he was still on the team, that was going to take away from him being able to do other things with the team. Because, like I said, because of that salary cap. So that was another reason why negotiations. And when I say negotiations, even with me, I'm not even an NFL player. Any corporate job I ever had, it's going to be the salary cap, not salary cap, but it's going to be salary negotiation. End up, they say, hey, they want to hire me. At that point in time, we're going to kind of go back and forth with some little small, but important things, trying to figure out middle ground on what would be the best situation in order for me to finalize the contract on. And that's just how business works. You're just going to go back and forth and then you try to figure it out. Also, Jerry, in this case, before I go on to something else, let me say this too. No different if somebody came right now to your house and they got ready to fix something at your house. Are you going to try to just go ahead and give the person the max amount of money, that they're asking for? Or are you going to end up try to negotiate and try to find a number that works well, fair market value for the person. But at the same time, you want to feel like you didn't just have to pay all the money that you had to get it fixed as well. So that's what it's about. Just finding that middle ground and try to figure out what is the best solution from there. But I'm certainly ain't trying to pay somebody the max amount of money I gotta pay them in anything I do. And the last thing that I'm gonna leave it with, since the trade took place, I know some people had also they've been out there giving Jerry a hard time about that. Like, how could Jerry trade this guy? Well, first of all, he asked to be traded, and end up. Let me say this: he's a great player, but he's not generational. He's not generational talent. And when I say great player, that means he's a great player. He's an all pro and whatever else you want to, big statistical thing you want to call him. He's that. But two things can be true. Just because you're a great player don't mean you're a generational talent. But because I know one of his weaknesses is he's not great in the pass, far as in the running, in the pass run. And when teams are running at him, that's not necessarily his best point. Now he makes up for it in being such a great pass rusher, but that's not his strong point. And that sometimes can be a weakness for a team. So I'm with Jerry on this one. If you in Dallas, Texas is my second home. Wow, that I be back and forth at. So if you we nobody in Dallas, if you need to be big and somebody got to beg you to live in Dallas, Texas, you prefer to live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Shout out to the people in Green Bay, Wisconsin, but Green Bay is no Dallas, Texas. So if you don't want to be in Dallas, by all means, I don't look for nobody to be begging nobody to move to no Dallas, Texas. So we'll see how it works. He got his money. Jerry and the Cowboys, I know they got 2 first-round picks, and I think they got something else as well. So hopefully everything works out on both sides, but we'll see how it goes. But I think ultimately it's a win-win. It seems like everybody at the moment is currently happy, I should say. It's the honeymoon right now. So I think probably coming back in probably maybe 2 or 3 years, we'll probably have a better idea of who actually won this quote unquote divorce, I guess you could say. But if you like this video, subscribe before you leave the channel so you learn the new content I put out weekly.